A federal judge ruled his AI conversations weren't protected, not by attorney-client privilege, not by any legal confidentiality at all. Because the truth is, a privacy policy tells you what a company is allowed to do. It rarely tells you what will happen to you if they do it. Imagine discovering that someone could generate an AI image using your public Instagram photos without you ever being notified it happened. Not because anyone hid it from you, because notification simply wasn't part of the feature. Earlier this week, Meta introduced exactly that capability. Just a few days later, it removed it. The speed of that reversal may tell us more than the launch itself. On Tuesday, Meta introduced Muse Image, its first image generation model developed by Meta Superintelligence Labs. Among its new capabilities was a feature allowing users to generate AI images by referencing public Instagram accounts with an @mention. Because the accounts were public, their content could be used unless the account owner chose to opt out through their settings. Users were not automatically notified when their public content was referenced through this feature. The reaction was immediate. Privacy advocates raised concerns. SAG-AFTRA urged members to protect their likenesses. Talent agency CAA publicly criticized the design and argued that consent should come first. Initially, Meta defended the rollout, saying the feature included controls and safety guardrails. Then, only days later, the company reversed course. In an update to its announcement, Meta acknowledged that the feature had missed the mark and removed it entirely. Those are the facts. The more interesting question is what they reveal. Modern technology companies face enormous pressure to release new AI capabilities quickly. Being first matters. Every successful launch attracts users, attention, investment, momentum. That creates a difficult balancing act. Product teams aren't only asking, what can this technology do? They're also asking, can we ship it before someone else does? Sometimes those goals align, sometimes they compete. When they compete, questions about consent, privacy, and unintended consequences may not receive the same weight as speed and innovation. That doesn't necessarily mean companies ignore those risks. It does mean that some risks only become fully visible once millions of people interact with a product in the real world. The result is a pattern we've seen before. Launch, feedback, adjustment, sometimes reversal. What stands out to me isn't that Meta changed its mind. Companies revise products all the time. What stands out is how quickly public reaction reshaped the product itself. That suggests an important distinction. Launching a feature isn't the end of product development anymore. In many cases, it's become another phase of testing. Not inside the company, in public. To be clear, we don't know every internal conversation that led to this launch or its removal, but the public timeline raises a broader question. Should products that affect people's identity and likeness rely on public backlash to discover where the boundaries are? Or should those boundaries be explored before the feature reaches millions of users? This story probably won't be remembered because of one feature. It will be remembered because it illustrates a broader pattern. As AI companies compete to move faster, product launches are becoming more frequent, and public corrections may become more frequent too. The question isn't whether companies will make mistakes. Every company does. The question is how those mistakes are discovered. By internal review or by millions of users after release. That's the pattern worth watching, not just at Meta, across the entire AI industry. If you found this analysis useful, subscribe to The Skeptical Machine. Every week, we separate headlines from incentives and examine what the AI industry's biggest decisions actually reveal. Because in technology, a launch tells you what's possible, a reversal tells you where the boundaries really are.